Rejuvenate, restore, refresh, and heal. At Fantuzzo Acupuncture, we seek to help achieve effective health and wellness in an elegant spa-like atmosphere. Fantuzzo Acupuncture specializes in traditional acupuncture, cosmetic anti-aging acupuncture, acupressure, cupping, CBD topical creams, and more. Approach healthcare holistically. Visit FantuzzoAcupuncture.com to book online today. FantuzzoAcupuncture.com.
From attic to basement, we're here for you. It's quality service in all we do. Call Taylor. 500 help.
That's right. Call Taylor 500 help to get your furnace serviced. You want to make sure everything is up and running before those cold weather temperatures start rolling into your area. So make sure you call Taylor 500 help. They'll come out, they'll do the whole service, they'll look through your furnace, make sure everything is running safely, they'll do their cleaning. They do a great job at Taylor 500 help. Call Taylor now also for their Plumbing Safety Essentials Plus plan and save $100 on a Bradford white water heater. Get free diagnostic fees and no overtime charges or emergency repairs with an additional 15% discount. You know, Taylor's been around since 1947. They do it all: duct cleaning, air conditioning, heating, plumbing, home energy. So call them at Taylor 500 help. And of course, you want to be winter ready with all of your play toys. Precision Lawn and Garden can help you get there. Rochester's lawn specialists since 1969. They're up in Webster. They provide Rochester and surrounding areas professional sales service on and parts on chainsaws, on snow blowers, on blowers, on all the name brands, the Cub Cadet, the Toro, the Ariens. They have in-stock models and sale models. You need yourself a snowblower because I hear that this winter in the Northeast is going to be crazy snowy. Now, I don't know. Could be just rumor, but you want to be ready, right? Precision Lawn and Garden, of course, can set you up with everything you need with snow blowers and such. They're in Webster, so go up and see Justin and Kimberly. And, of course, Express Sealers. Nothing makes your curb appeal look nicer than a freshly sealed driveway. Ours looks great because Brian from Express Sealers came out and sealed the driveway. And he also weed-eated and he edged around. He made it look really great. They're not one of those door knocker sealing companies. They protect your investment. So call Brian at Express Sealers today. That's 645-2010, 645-2010. Of course, they're the best, Express Sealers. Make sure that you support our advertisers because they support us here at the We the People Podcast Network.
Live from the We the People broadcast studio in sunny, beautiful 77-degree Irondequoit, New York. Oh, my God.
It is amazing out, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
Well, now that the Chiefs stink,
yeah, thanks.
we better get used to her taking a few more Mondays off.
Oh, boy.
Here's Kimberly Ray.
Oh, boy. You had to get that in there. You had to get that in there. You had to get the Chiefs dig. I know how we're going to be today.
There we go.
I understand where we're going today. Thank you very much. You know, I'm already in a mood because coming down West Ridge Road, fucking train. Are you kidding me? Why? Why does the train move so slow?
There are other bridges across the river, Kimberly.
Then I only know one way to get here from Greece, and that's just to come straight down. Do we have that video? I don't know, by chance, that I just sent you,
He's
Austin.
working on it.
Is he working on it?
We'll get it in a minute.
The train is doing this. I mean, it's barely moving. It drives me crazy, but he'll get it here in a second. But yeah, so welcome to the We the People Podcast Network. I am Kimberly. Of course, we're here with Just Tom for the We the People Podcast Network. Welcome all the Patriots. Want to give a shout out, of course, to Fitz at Rockvox Productions, which if you want to do a podcast, Fitz at Rockvox Productions will set you up. He set us up, helped us get started here, and so here we are. We've been doing this for over a year now, so it's time flies when you're having fun with all the Patriots. So we're grateful for Fitz. We're also grateful for all the Patriots who listen every day. We're grateful for Austin, who's going to play this video of what it was like coming in today. There we go.
No, all you sent me was a photo.
I didn't send. That's the still. I didn't send you the video.
No,
I thought I sent the video.
It's just a photo.
Oh, I sent the first one.
All right, well, I'll give it to Kimberly.
Okay, you're going to play it right here?
No. Well, yeah, I could do that. All right. Hang it. Everybody ready? We'll do it
sure.
the old-fashioned way.
Yeah, okay. You're going to hold that up?
Somebody tell me why
Okay, yeah, okay, stop. You
I'm
are
really
the
bad.
worst. You're the freaking worst. No one can see that.
No, and no one can hear it because
and
you're
no
not
one
near
can
the
hear
mic.
it because you're not near the mic.
Well, what the fuck?
You are awful. You are awful. So yeah, I'll show you this train. I'm just throwing things at me. What are you doing?
So besides Sunday night, Kimberlina, how was your weekend?
You know, the weekend was good. I don't know. Now it's not sending, so I have no idea. It doesn't matter. The train was going slow, and it does. You know,
She was coming in hot.
I was coming in hot. Yes, exactly. So yeah, we are here. The Chiefs did lose. That's okay. Buffalo Bills look great.
Yeah.
Buffalo Bills had the Chiefs number.
Every once in a while, every 30 years.
Yeah, you come in looking good.
Every 30 years.
I
our time.
I will say that it's still early on for the Chiefs.
They're not even going to make the playoffs.
They seem to be off their game. So I don't really know what's happening, but I do know that it's early. Did you say the Chiefs aren't going to make the playoffs?
No. You want to bet?
No, I don't want to. I don't want to bet.
They're not going to make the playoffs.
What do you think it is?
What's wrong with them? It's Super Bowl hangover, and this is why.
He made it to the Super Bowl last year.
No, this is the issue.
Mahomes and the team made it last year.
It's not Mahomes. When a team goes to the Super Bowl and they have a really good team for 3, 4, 5 years like the Chiefs has, they can't afford to pay everybody. They revamped their whole offensive line. They kept their skill guys. Their defense, they didn't re-sign their best players. Their defense stinks.
Yeah.
You can't afford to keep them all. But this is what's going to happen to Buffalo too.
Yeah.
You know, the NFL's salary structure, when you get a good team,
the Patriots didn't seem to have a problem with that with Tom Brady.
Well, yeah.
See, so that's the argument. So I don't know. Anyway, it doesn't matter.
They had guys take their pay cuts,
Yeah.
and they had guys that left. So the Patriots aren't any different.
Well, anyway, so I don't know. It's early on. I am going to the October 31st Chiefs-Miami game. I'm excited about that. Some people at bowling on Saturday, which I hate.
Oh yeah, how'd that go?
Asked me how you're going. I got Rich tickets to the Bills Miami game for his birthday. His birthday is November 2nd, so this is an early birthday gift. And I got a little
your vaccination card.
A little vaccination card. You think it's not real? It's real. It's real.
It's real. It's
real.
Real. Sure is.
It's real and it's fabulous. So I will be using my vaccination card. Prove it's not mine. I don't know. Is there a way? That's what they're going to be looking at when
probably is.
When I'm going to the game on the 31st. I'm not. You know what? I'm not against vaccinations. Do whatever you got to do, but I just don't want the government telling me, mandating that you're going to do a vaccination or you're going to get fired from your job. You're going to take a vaccination or you're not going to fly. You're going to take a vaccination or you're not going to go to a football game. You're not going to go to a restaurant. You're not going to be able to visit, grandpa you've not seen for a year in a freaking nursing home. I mean, screw it. Screw it and screw the mandates. And the Texas governor, he believes the same thing. And we'll get to that story here in a little bit. A couple of things just lightly to start off the show.
Okay.
By the way, did you get the video? Now he's got the video.
Oh, all right, good.
Yeah. I'm over it, though. Don't worry about it. The color of the year. So since...
Blue.
No, it's not blue. So since we are in real estate, Revere Realty is where we are located, and the property of Revere Realty is where the We the People podcast takes place every Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. And
mostly Tuesday and Wednesday.
I sell real estate, and you sell real estate, and you are an appraiser. And we have other realtors here at Revere Realty. We kind of, get into things that are real estate oriented, like decorating. The color of the year for 2022, according to Sherwin-Williams, is called Evergreen Fog.
Perfect. It's nice.
It doesn't look like a green to me. Who else thinks that looks gray? I think as a realtor, if someone asked me what color that was, I'd say, well, it looks gray to me, maybe with a tinge of green, but that's evergreen fog. That is the new brilliant color for next year. Yes.
Pick me.
Okay.
It's just a continuation of the trend of grayish.
Grayish.
It's a green with a tint of gray.
Yeah.
So that when you mix it with brown, it's a soft color, but it could be a warm color.
Yeah.
I painted my damn wall that same color.
That same color?
Yep.
A year
ago.
I mean, it's not bad. It's, evergreen fog.
Yeah,
it is
I like it.
gray-green color that takes inspiration from nature. And I will tell you, in the brand new build that I just sold, the ranch home
Blue.
that I sold over in the Hilton School District, it's a town of Greece, but it's that ranch that was 1,866 square feet. The builder is doing the kitchen in an evergreen, so that the island cabinets are evergreen and
Beautiful.
everything else is cream. You think green kitchen, and we always think avocado from the 1970s, right?
Right.
But this evergreen island is absolutely stunning. And the other big color is that dark blue navy, which is very in, and he's been doing islands and kitchen in that deep navy as well. And I think as a realtor, I go in and look at kitchens like this, and I'm like, I have a kitchen envy. I love it. I absolutely adore it. I think kind of the gray may be phasing out a little bit, but I love color. So, I mean, that's me. I have gray walls and light gray walls, but I, pop it with red, deep red and turquoise colors.
When Lori and I redid our living room and dining room last January.
Yeah.
That's basically what we did.
Yeah, I like that color. So
yeah.
that is, if you're thinking about maybe, doing some color on your walls because you're getting your house ready for sale, that's a great color.
Go to Sherwin-Williams.
That's a great trendy color right there. On my house, and a lot of times when you sell houses, sometimes the system, the surveillance system that people have, that either stays. Sometimes it goes with people that you have a Nest camera or you have a Ring doorbell or anything like that.
We have the Ring doorbell, but I don't pay for the membership, so it's basically you just get it when you're there.
Wow.
It doesn't tape it unless you pay for the membership.
You need that. That's how you catch people. I've never.
But you can see when you look at it.
Yeah.
You have to pay the membership.
What good is that though?
It.
If someone breaks into your house later,
There's no crime in Chilai.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
No crime in Chilai?
No.
Okay. I found this to be pretty funny because this was caught on their Nest camera in Colorado. This homeowner, it was a bear who walked right up to the front door in the middle of the night.
Nice.
Austin, do we have that picture of the bear at the front door? There he is. I've never caught anything weird on my Nest camera, but these people, and it reminds me of a story of a couple of years ago
Sure it's a bear?
in South Carolina. That's a bear.
Looks more like an elk.
Nope. The bear gets so close to the door that his breath fogs up the doorbell camera. He's just trying to see what's going on. He's wondering what's happening.
It's just a guy with one of those one of those horses that you put between your legs.
No.
And he shoved it up to the door.
They had video that I didn't take,
okay.
and he was walking around on the front porch.
Fake news.
So it is not fake news. I just didn't use the video. I just thought that was a cuter face.
No, it is cute.
But you actually see he's a big black bear, and he's walking around on the front porch. It's super cute. A couple of years ago in South Carolina, a lady's Nest doorbell camera
Guinea pig.
caught...
A guinea hen?
What is wrong with you?
What's it,
An
the turkey?
alligator.
An alligator.
An alligator walking up to the front porch. But that is the bear. So I've never found anything fun on mine. Just kids ringing the doorbell and running away. The name of the show today is Gas or a House. You decide. Gas or house. You can't have both. That's the name of the show today. Gas or a house. You decide. What are you picking?
I'm picking gas.
Because I got to tell you, a full tank of gas, the average cost of a gallon of gas in the United States as of yesterday afternoon was $3.25 a gallon.
Wow.
And that's according to AAA.
We're right on the average.
That is the most expensive price since October of 2014. And it's even more ridiculous out in California, where I do believe they're looking at $5 gas prices. $5 gas prices in the state of California. Did you see that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I actually have that story in my stack a little bit here.
You do?
Yeah, I mean, let's think about it for a minute. There's a story by CNN where they blamed COVID for all this. The fact that they shut down, then they reopened, and now people are using more gas and oil.
No.
And the demand is higher.
No.
So because the demand is higher, the price. Nowhere did they blame Biden in any of this.
No, but it's Biden's fault. It is all Biden's fault. Okay, so gas prices
Supply and demand
are rising in lockstep with oil. U.S. crude oil prices hit their highest
over $80.
Hit their highest level in 8 years. 8 years. Do you think that just happened?
No, it's because
there's more usage? No.
We stopped making it. We stopped drilling for oil. We stopped supply.
It's only going to continue to go up. $3.25 is a national average. I bought gas yesterday for $3.24 at Burn Dairy.
You got a deal.
I saved a penny.
Right.
Home prices have been rising at a record pace for the fourth consecutive month. It increased home prices 19.7% from a year ago. I have to tell you, people say, oh, the market's changing. Oh, the market's cooling off. I will tell you that I had clients that put in an offer on a house in Henrietta, and there were 27 offers.
Some of it's Henrietta. Henrietta is just a huge, super hot market. But you're right.
Yeah.
It's continued to go up. It's not going up at the same pace it was before.
Right.
It's more stabilized now
Yeah.
at that higher level.
I
Maybe
think-
in the winter it'll turn around a little bit.
I don't see that happening. I mean, and I'm kind of...
Demand goes down in the winter. It always does here.
It kind of cooled for like a month. And then it just got... I mean, I've been working with the same client since January, and she gets beat on every single offer she puts in. So it gets kind of frustrating. But this offer on a house in Henrietta, I thought, we might be close. We weren't even close.
Yeah.
So, but again, you kind of have to look at it. It's not just gas and oil or home prices. It's food prices. It's building supply prices. It's everything that is going up. And it can't just be, because people are out more. That's not it.
That's what CNN says.
It's not. It's President Biden.
Sure is.
And it's the lockdown that occurred, and it's the mandate that is happening. Because, hey, you decide for yourself what was going on with Southwest Airlines this past weekend when over 1,800 flights were canceled.
Yeah.
And you might say, okay, so if the flights are canceled, just get a rental car. You can't get a rental car. There are no rental cars to be had. And if you can find a rental car, you're paying $800, $900, $1,000 for like 3 or 4 days of that rental car. And that is no joke. That is no joke.
I used to own some Southwest stock and done some research on Southwest. They expanded very fast about 10 years ago, and their employees were a little thin. Mm-hmm. Now that they've mandated the vaccine again, they lost whatever employees that weren't going to do it. You get into a situation where these companies, most people say, well, these companies aren't stupid. These guys that run these companies, they know what they're doing.
Right.
And in fact, the stock price for Southwest has only gone down 2% since the announcement. And it's still at a fairly good price. So what are they doing then? Well, they're cutting their workforce. They're probably going to scale back their routes. Maybe it's because the price of the jet fuel's going up. Maybe there's a lot of other things that's going on here that they're blaming this vaccine thing for.
Yeah.
Maybe they did it on purpose. It's not hurting their investors. Their investors are still behind Southwest.
And Southwest, of course, is based out of Texas.
Arizona.
Texas.
Southwest.
And of course, we know that the Texas governor is beyond this mandate stuff. I mean, he's saying, hey, he bars all COVID-19 vaccine mandates in his state. And he's ripping Biden for bullying. And it's absolutely true. People aren't going back to work because they don't want to get vaccinated. They don't want the government mandating that they actually get a jab.
I just laugh thinking Biden is a bully.
He's
out in the playground. He pushes a kid over.
So-
hey, take that, kid.
Hold on 1 second, guys. There's something wrong with the stream. I'm going to try cutting it out and starting it back up again.
Oh, did it quit completely?
No, there's just some sort of audio issue, and I'm not.
Is there an audio issue? What kind of audio issue?
It keeps cutting in and out. So
okay, so we're ending and we're going to start again?
Start back.
Okay, are we back?
I think so.
Live
Are
from
we-
the We the People. Oh, never
No.
mind.
No, we've been there and we've done that. So I don't know how that works, but will it just pick up where we left off?
No.
It picks up where
On
we
live it will, but now we gotta splice some tape.
splice some tape.
Yeah.
There's no tape to be spliced. Have you ever spliced tape in your entire
I
life?
have, yes.
Yes, so have I. So the
What
governor,
the hell were you talking about
the
before?
governor of Texas,
Seemed like about 20 minutes ago.
the governor of Texas, it basically says, "Hey, there's going to be no mandates. We're not behind them." Republican governor of Texas, Greg Abbott, responds to what he calls bullying by the Biden administration, has barred all COVID-19 vaccine mandates in the state by any entity, including private employers. So Southwest, now they say that it's other issues that cause all the cancellation and not the vaccine mandate for some of the pilots and other workers at Southwest Airlines. You make up your mind.
Yeah, they don't have enough employees.
If there was a sick out, you make up your mind how that all worked out. So
My guess is they did it on purpose.
my guess is they did it on purpose as well.
Yeah.
And I always fly Southwest. I like Southwest.
Sure.
I don't have any issue. But here we are. We don't have enough people to work. We can't get truckers to supply products where they need to go. We have gas prices on the rise. We have supply chain issues. Whose fault do you think this is?
President Trump?
It's someone will find some way to blame President Trump, but it is not a President Trump issue. It is
It's not?
obviously, it is not. It is a whole wear a mask, get a jab, or you lose your job, or you can't go here, or you can't go there. I mean, the CDC and Dr. Fauci have already said for Christmas, oh, this COVID thing is going to get really bad. You might want to make sure you just have a virtual celebration with your family. Are we there again?
Might
Are
be.
we there again? I don't even know. Do we have that little TikTok that I love? Austin, are we back on, by the way? I don't even know.
Yes, I believe
So
we are.
you're into TikTok now, Kimberlina?
I found this little TikTok video that I thought was
Alright.
cute.
Sorry, which TikTok? I was
It's
checking
the
things.
Fauci TikTok.
Oh, yes. All right, here we go.
This thing is over, Dr. Fauci shows up. And every time you think it's over, you're flipping the channels, Dr. Fauci. Okay, what are you gonna do? Even if you got a shot, you're gonna get two shots. Get 2 shots. Get three shots. Get 4 masks, 5 masks. Get 5 masks, 4 shots. 4 shots, 5 masks, 6 feet, 12 feet, 18 feet. Try turning your back. Turn your back to the guy. Don't look at the guy in the eyes. Do not look the guy in the eyes. You could get COVID eye. COVID eye is very bad. You don't want COVID eye. The Delta variant has COVID eye. You could get the Delta variant. You get the JetBlue variant. You don't want the Spirit variant. The Spirit variant is a really bad variant. It's very low budget. Do not get the Spirit variant.
Yeah, I thought
That's hilarious.
That is it was very funny. I laughed out loud when I did see that. But yeah, I mean that's where we are. I mean we don't have enough people to get things where we need them. That's why we're in the shape that we're in. And now you wait. They say this winter that your heating bill is going to skyrocket. Isn't that just what we need? Isn't that just what we need? I don't think so. I would tell all my clients that if you're looking at houses with me, new windows are a plus.
Or a high efficient furnace.
Or a high efficiency furnace. You want to pick a house that has great windows and a new furnace, because if you pick some house that's not fully insulated, you're going to be at the mercy of President Biden, because he doesn't give a rat's ass about you. He doesn't care that you have to drive around to go to work, and he certainly doesn't care that your family may or may not freeze in the winter. All he cares about is making sure that everyone is wearing a mask, because you might get a cold. And he doesn't want you to go out to eat or do anything like that, or be with your family. I've had it up to here
Up to here?
with that whole thing. And I had mentioned that California gas prices are like $5. Do you see the average cost of a house in California? I mean, some people say here it's like, wow, they think new builds
All right.
Are-
Prices are going up.
are kind of crazy, because someone had asked me on my new build that I sold, hey, your new bill started at $298.5, and I said, yeah. They're like, but it's a ranch, and I'm like, yeah,
That's the base price.
that's the base price.
Mhm.
It's all the extras that get you. But a new price for the average median price of a home in California, $834,000.
I was going to guess that. I was going to guess 800,000.
$834,000.
That sounds about right.
You take a look at that governor in California. You take a look at the last couple of governors in the state of California.
And what do you get for that? Like a 1,500 square foot Cape Cod for 800,000?
$800,000, and you get nothing.
You can get like a brand new Spall house here
get
in
nothing.
Pittsford for 800,000.
A Silicon Valley home is even more expensive than that.
Sure.
I mean,
it's in the valley.
And I know they say everything's relative. Well, they're paying those people more. Are they? Are they paying those people more? When is it going to get to the point where you can't, honestly, and I was kind of in jest. I said, gas or a house, you pick, you decide what you're going to go with. But it's going to get to the point that people are completely priced out of houses. Because their houses, and I'll give you, for example, and I wrote this down because it came across a little email thing that a lot of realtors get. There is a house that just went on the market. It's 1,057 square feet. It's here in Rochester.
Okay.
It's 2 bedrooms, 1 bath. It's 1,057 square feet.
It's tiny. It's an apartment.
It's teeny.
Right.
It's $174,900.
What neighborhood?
It's got a sunroom, though.
Well, that adds a couple hundred feet.
I don't even want to say what neighborhood.
What
because
side of the city? Northwest, southwest,
Uh,
Park Avenue?
I will tell you, it's around the area that is off Penfield Road.
Oh, okay.
It's in
over
that area.
Browncroft area.
Farther out than Browncroft, but yeah.
Corwin Road.
No, it's not. Corwin Road is in Brown. If I say it's not in Browncroft, it's not in Browncroft. Why are you so obtuse?
Dale Drive.
1,057 square foot, 2 bedrooms, 1 bathroom. And I saw that this morning and I thought, are you effing kidding me?
Town of Brighton, Penfield Schools.
Who is going to buy that little cracker box? But that is where we are.
Yeah.
That is where, and I guarantee
Probably sell over asking.
they'll have 20,000. They'll have 20 offers, and it'll go 20 or 30 grand over. I guarantee it.
Mhm.
So average person, and it's assessed at like 90 or 95. Average person who could afford that house or 90 at 90 or 95 could afford that. At 174.9, they cannot afford that.
Yeah, what we've seen, it's historic in Monroe County anyways. We've never seen the base price. We've never seen the starter home level move like what it has in the last 3 years.
I mean, I feel bad for people.
Really where COVID and the change in the market has really occurred. It's not in the higher end homes. They're not selling. They are selling more,
Right.
but they're not selling that much more because, you know, if you want a $700,000-800,000 house, there's just not as many buyers.
There's not.
It's been that houses going from 80 to 90 to 130
Mhm.
or to 150. That's where the biggest change is. And when you move your starter home market, you got seniors.
Right.
Now you got, people that can't afford housing. It's true.
Right. I mean, that and the fact that I was talking to someone at bowling, which we won.
Okay.
Our team won. Our team is called We're Here for the Beer.
Okay. Wait a minute.
Our team won.
Did you bowl 3 games or 2?
3, and it's way too long. We just need to do 2.
Okay.
I'm tired.
I'm
going to
go. You bowled 275.
I have no idea what I bowled. I just know the team won. It doesn't matter. Talking to this guy, just bought a brand new car. His payment is like almost $800. I don't think so.
No.
I am not paying $800 a month for a car payment. And then on top of that, you're looking at gas prices only going up because of President Biden. When are we going to stop voting for these people? When are we going to stop voting for the crazy?
It's all in your best interest,
I mean,
Kimberly.
the crazy, the liberal left is ruining this country. City Councilwoman Mary Lupien. on Twitter this afternoon had some ridiculous tweet about Netflix because of, I guess, the Dave Chappelle has a new Netflix show.
Oh, probably funny.
And it is funny. I'm sure it is funny. Here's Dave Chappelle right here. Here's a little bit of Dave.
Yeah.
I want some crack.
That's Dave Chappelle.
I want some crack.
Yeah.
Okay.
So Dave Chappelle and the co-CEO of Netflix circulated a memo to staff over the weekend in which he defended the company's controversial decision to launch the new Dave Chappelle show, his most recent stand-up special. I guess in it, because he's a comedian, in it, people are angry. Netflix employees, I guess, are angry that he's accused of making fun of the trans community. He says that the transgender community has thin skin, and he calls himself Team TERF, a trans exclusionary radical feminist. I don't even know what that is. It doesn't matter. They just think that he's being offensive to the trans community. Mary Lupian and those of her ilk on Twitter are calling for the whole thing to be shut down.
Isn't it a joke or supposed to be a joke?
Is it? Dave Chappelle is a comedian.
Right. Isn't that the whole point?
That's the whole point.
Can't you laugh at yourself?
But there are some people that think that things that Dave Chappelle is saying in this special shouldn't be played anywhere.
Well,
But
nobody should laugh
But
anymore.
here's what I say. You can pay for this service, or you cannot pay for the service.
Or just don't watch the special.
But Netflix is you physically have to pay for it. You have to buy Netflix. It's not just coming up when you turn on the TV.
Or you steal it from somebody else
Or whatever.
who has it.
But you have the option to pay for something. You don't have, if I choose, say, you know what, I don't really want to go to the mall. I'm going to choose to go where, that's my decision, right? No one's forcing me to buy Netflix. But there are people who want Netflix to cancel out completely. It's the most ridiculous thing. If you don't want to watch the Dave Chappelle show,
Don't watch it.
don't watch it. It's so easy. But no, there are people that don't want it to exist. And it's a ridiculous concept to me.
Clickbait.
But the whole liberal left with prices and things that are going on, it's ruining the country.
It's all
completely.
it's all good for our grandchildren. I'm all for it now as a grandfather. Let's get these prices way up. We got to save the planet.
So no one can afford anything, because that's basically what it's
we got
coming
to
down
save
to.
the planet. Let's make everything sky high.
You might have an $800 a month car payment, but you can't afford to put
We
gas
don't need
in
a
it.
car.
And you better get used to living in it, because you can't afford a house to live in.
We don't need a house or a car.
That's-
You can get a cardboard box and a bike, and you can do everything you need to do.
That is where we are. Have you ever seen Nomadland,
No.
where she lives in her van? Frances McDormand. I think it's on it's either on Prime, Amazon Prime, or it's on Netflix. I can't remember.
Well,
But
Austin lives in his van.
Frances McDormand plays this character, and she lives out of her van. I mean, that's where we're going.
Right.
You know, that's what
Yeah.
we want everyone. We thank everyone for listening to Kimberly's Revolution, the We the People podcast network. Of course, we thank all of our patriots who watch and listen every single day. And we thank our advertisers, Fantuzzo's Acupuncture. We also thank Taylor Heating and Plumbing. We also thank Express Sealers and Precision Lawn and Garden. Without them, we could not do this show on the We the People podcast network. And of course, Revere Realty, which, you know, we have our all of our equipment here. All of our studio equipment is here. So we just appreciate do we get any comments, or were they all commenting about the audio being screwed up? Is that the audio? Yeah. Okay. Never mind, Austin. I don't know what's going on. I was just
Austin's on Monday right now.
Everything's good.
Making sure things are working. Everything is working now.
Everything's
It's all
working
good.
now.
Everything is
All
working.
right, very
Yeah.
good. Good
Hey,
thing I can't read the comments.
Darcy says, I hate the vulgarity of rap music. I choose not to listen.
Well,
It's
there you
easy.
go.
It is very, very easy. I'm going to tell you some of the things that there's more shortages. One, I want you to take a look at a picture. This is not because of a shortage. This is because of rampant thievery. Can we show the picture of the empty shelves in, I think it's either Walgreens or CVS? Yeah. That is not because of supply chain issues. That is because of common thievery. That is where we're looking at empty shelving. And it's in a CVS or a Walgreens.
It's in the feminine supply aisle.
New York. That is because criminal activity is running rampant.
No, that's because we're reopening and more women are getting out of the house.
Is that true?
I don't know.
Because women
They're
haven't come back to the job market.
They're stocking up on their supplies.
Women are leaving the job market. Experts thought that when schools reopened, that all the women were going to get back to work, but that's not how it has turned out. In fact, September saw the lowest number of women employed or looking for a job in over a year.
Crazy.
In over a year.
Yeah.
So removing that extra $300 they thought was everyone's going to go back to work. Okay, everyone's ready. Go back to work. No.
Didn't work.
The numbers didn't pan out. The numbers don't add up. Everyone didn't go back to work. So they got rid of the unemployment benefits.
Or did some of them go back to work and others quit because of the whole vaccine thing?
They
So
found, the research finds that taking away the extra payments appeared to do little to boost employment. And especially in women who it's the lowest number of women employed or looking for a job in a year, according to the September numbers.
Wow.
So that is where we are.
Shocking.
So maybe, I don't know, maybe they're going to the grocery store and looking at, the food prices are going, oh my God. Okay. So here's something that you need to take into Thanksgiving or Christmas and start planning for now because of supply chain
The
demand.
butter turkey?
Well, there are shortages and turkeys are one of them. Turkeys are one of them. I know we're already seeing from coast to coast. I know I talked to my brother in Kansas City and they went to Costco on Saturday and there was no toilet paper and there were no paper towels.
Really?
So we ended up having to go 3 places, one to get toilet paper and one to get paper towels. And this was at Costco where they live in a suburb of Kansas City. They live in Excelsior Springs. So they went to Costco in a town called Liberty.
Maybe it's all the tears from the Chiefs.
But the holidays,
they needed extra paper.
This was on Saturday before the Chiefs played on Sunday.
Oh, okay.
Why do you insist on saying that the Chiefs suck? Listen, I know you're having a year.
I didn't say they suck.
The Bills
I
are
said
having
they
a season.
stink.
I'll give you that. They don't stink.
They don't. You're right.
They don't. The Chiefs do not stink. I'll give you your Bills win. The Bills look great.
They played a tough schedule, Kansas City.
And the Bills have played no one.
And the Bills,
to be honest
the
with
Bills
you.
played Kansas City.
So that's about it. The Chiefs are off. They'll either get back on track or they won't. I don't know.
We'll see Monday night when the Bills play Tennessee. Want to do a road trip? Gonna go to Tennessee?
No.
No.
I know people like Tennessee.
Yeah.
Tennessee's okay. Yeah. So turkeys are going to be in short supply because Americans celebrated Thanksgiving last year in smaller groups. So they opted for smaller turkeys than normal. And there's apparently a extreme shortage of smaller birds this year that feed around 10 to 14 people. Although my brother said that he could not find a big turkey, like a 19, 20, 25 pound turkey. He could not find the turkeys like that. So
Can you get
there
two
it is.
smaller ones?
That looks delicious, doesn't it?
Sure.
The smaller turkeys are in short supply as well.
Oh.
The farms cannot develop the smaller turkeys fast enough. So they say that there is a whole slew of factors to blame, including higher corn and grain prices, factory shutdowns due to COVID, and a tight labor market. They don't have enough people to work. If you can't find, people to work in the factories that supply the turkeys, then the turkeys aren't going to make their way in the trucks. You have no one to load the trucks with the turkeys. You have no truck drivers to drive the trucks to the grocery store. So guess what you're not going to get if you don't get your turkey.
You're not going to get a 49 cent a pound turkey. It sounds like.
Grocery stores like Wegmans, Tops, Kroger's, what's the
Publix?
The Publix, yeah, are struggling to fulfill their turkey orders. I'm not kidding you. This was a huge story.
All right.
A huge story.
So you better get a turkey and freeze it.
There are other stories about where salt and pepper and some spices are going to be in short supply.
Salt and pepper?
I'm just saying. I don't know why.
Don't we have like mountains of salt?
But the why is because people aren't going back to work because there's not enough truck drivers and not enough people to package the stuff together.
Damn it, Kimberly, that's where I crossed the line.
Right?
There's no salt and pepper.
There's no salt and pepper.
What?
Yeah, I'm just But
All
but that is where we are.
You draw the line on cat food. Me, it's salt and pepper.
Well, there's no cat food either.
No, apparently not.
But unless we, stop the craziness, and we have to figure out the best way to get rid of the liberal left and what they're doing to this country.
They're doing it on purpose.
It's going to be really
this
crazy.
Is all to save my granddaughter. It's worth it.
Is that what they're saying to you?
Yes, it's all worth it.
Is it all worth it?
Yeah, we'll all be broke, but hey, the planet will be saved.
So, have you ever served on a jury?
We're all doomed.
Yeah. Have you ever served on a?
I have not.
Mm-hmm. I have. It was a murder trial. Guy was.
You were the jury foreman.
I was a jury foreman, and guy was guilty, and he's hopefully
Shocker.
still where he deserves to be. The George Moses trial. You know who he is. He's a friend of Lovely Warren and a friend of Adam McFadden, and
friend of God.
He was the former Rochester Housing Authority chairman. His name is George Moses. He was in a position to help the inner city that needed the help the most, right? The trial is starting.
Oops.
The judge has ruled that no one can sit on the jury as if you're not vaccinated. Now that's true. There it is. Gary Craig, who was one of the best reporters for the Democrat and Chronicle, tweeted out, Judge Wolford has decided that jurors in the federal trial of George Moses must have a COVID vaccination. Defense concurred. 13 of the initial pool of 40 to 50 were unvaccinated. They're gone. They're gone. Have fun. This is your new excuse for jury duty. Sorry, not vaccinated.
We finally got a bonus point for being not vaccinated.
You're not vaccinated? You can't serve on jury duty.
Perfect.
Guess I'm going home then. Guess I'm going back to work.
You're not going to show them your card, Kimberlita?
Hey, I'm going to go to the football game because I got a fake card.
So you're saying that your card is on the honor system. Sometimes you show it, sometimes you don't.
I'm just going to say, how many people are going to take advantage of this? Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh, yeah.
We have to be vaccinated. Gosh, guy, hi.
Everybody.
I'm not vaccinated. I'm not sure. Okay.
Yeah.
So we have no people to serve on a jury and really make the right decision on whether someone is guilty or not guilty. Now you're just taking what you can get out of the vaxxed versus the non-vaxxed. That's what we're getting. That is where we are.
Is that still a sample of your peers if you're only taking vaccinated people?
No.
I suppose.
It's so unfair.
What if the defendant is non-vaccinated? Doesn't he get non-vaccinated jury people?
I don't even know if the criminal in the case, and I call him a criminal because that's what George Moses is. This is the guy that spent $200,000 of taxpayer money for the very impoverished neighborhood where he lived, the Northeast Area Development. He was supposed to help kids and impoverished families.
Is this the guy that went on trips?
He went on trips and he had a Canadian girlfriend, and he had an immigration attorney to try to get his Canadian girlfriend citizenship in the United States, and he pilfered money for a cruise and Knicks games, and even for purchases of nutrition shakes and supplements, because his wife was a member of one of those multi-level marketing scams where she was selling this crap. And so he bought all of this crap for her to sell at a very inflated cost. He was all kinds of things, vacations, guns. So now, according to the judge in this case, the full jury has to be vaccinated or they're out of the jury pool.
Okay.
Which is kind of insane to me. Kind of insane. So you have criminals like this that I think you could have a really good juror, and because they're not vaxxed, they're not sitting on the jury.
No, just like everything else, it's stupid.
Yeah. So there we have it. There's your excuse.
Yeah.
Next time you go out. What? Do you have a take?
Are you done?
Go ahead.
You got all your stuff?
No, I just, we're having conversation.
Is that what we're doing?
Yes.
No, I
Yes.
mean, is he got the same lawyer Lovely got? Has he got the same plea deal Lovely got?
I have no idea.
No, this guy will be made an example of, and he'll get 20 years.
Did you miss the rally on Saturday
The rally
by Free the People Rock?
No, yes, I missed.
So
that.
let me just tell you what happened a couple of days ago. There was a black man that was shot by Rochester police as he was robbing a dollar store in the middle of the city. Not in a good area of the city. It was a Family Dollar on West Main Street. It's not a good area. His name is Simron Gordon. Free the People Rock and Simron Gordon's family said he was a good boy. He was a good boy.
Sure
he was the baby of the family. He did all kinds of great things. RPD and witnesses say he held the Family Dollar clerk at gunpoint. The gun was to their head as he was robbing the Family Dollar. It also turns out that Simron Gordon was wanted on 3 homicides going back to November of last year and to this year. Simron Gordon, 24 years old. So in his short life, he was a suspect in 3 homicides and was robbing the Family Dollar at gunpoint when he turned around and fired his gun at Rochester police as they entered the building, and he was shot dead. There was a rally over the weekend to release the body cam footage. And the fact that, of course, you haven't heard from Free the People Rock or BLM, I don't know, for months, right? We haven't seen them. They haven't rioted. They haven't.
They're actually anti-vaccinations.
Oh, are they? Are you joking?
No, they are. As a political statement, they are. So they've been keeping quiet recently because they're.
Why? My question would be, though, why doesn't Free the People Rock and BLM care about the 3 victims that Simron Gordon was wanted in connection with killing?
No, that doesn't.
All right, do we not care about the individuals that Simron Gordon killed? We only care about the payday. I'm going to say it. The family didn't care about Simron Gordon. The family came over from Jamaica. His sister and his mama said they tried to do the best. He was the youngest of I don't know how many kids. Basically, he was left on his own and no one cared for him because the mom was working 24/7 and he was basically raised by people on the street. That's what it boils down to. He'd been in and out of trouble since he was 14 years old, and they'd kind of washed their hands of him until now, today, they can look at a payday. Now, today, Simron Gordon's family is saying, but he was good. He was a fine person. He watched his nieces and nephews when he wasn't killing people or holding a gun to a hard work. How much does a Family Dollar store clerk make?
$15 an hour now.
$15 an hour, $11 an hour. Is $11 an hour at a West Main Street Dollar General enough to have someone come up and put a gun to your head to rob it?
It's not his fault, Kimberly.
I'm asking the question.
It's the system.
It's the system.
It's the system.
It's systemic racism.
I can say no. I have worked minimum wage and gotten held up at gunpoint. It's not fun.
Not fun.
Not fun.
Makes you pee yourself, huh?
I did not pee myself.
You did not pee yourself?
I did not pee myself.
Were you
no.
scared?
Sure. Yes. Absolutely.
Did you think they were going to shoot you?
Oh yeah, it was a revolver. I saw the bullets in the gun.
What if
was it a plastic gun, Austin?
Let me pose this question to you,
I
Austin.
saw the bullets in the gun.
What if you knew that the person holding the gun to your head as you're working your minimum wage job, what if you knew the fact that this person holding the gun was a suspect in 3 other murders? Then would you pee yourself?
No, I had just peed.
Because
no, I don't know.
Because here's the thing. Simron Gordon and the people of his ilk, they don't have anything to lose.
Not at that point.
He's already killed, possibly, allegedly, 3 people. What has he got to lose? He's
Nothing.
robbing a dollar store on West Main Street. How much money could he possibly freaking get? $100? He didn't care, and he didn't care. And when police showed up, he turned around and shot at the police. And guess what? Now he's dead. But they want a full investigation. I don't think an investigation is needed.
Oh, they'll get one.
You play the game and he lost. You play the game and you lost. Same situation in Arlington, Texas at that school shooting. Did you see? Did you hear about that?
Yes.
I think it happened on the Wednesday that we were here last. This kid was being bullied in school.
Like
right?
everybody.
So he goes and he gets the great, equalizer. And he comes back to school and he shoots 4 people. He shoots 4 people. He's released the next day on $75,000 bond.
Yeah, he was smiling about it too. He was happy.
Timberview High School, that is in Texas, where this kid went, 18 years old, Arlington, Texas. Police accused Timothy Simpkins of opening fire in a classroom. 2 people were shot and 2 others suffered, I think, injuries because of the bullets bouncing. That's a thing. Jailed on 3 counts of aggravated assault with a death. He shoots 4 people in a school and he gets bailed. Can we play that little video?
Before we get into this, look at this high school. Look at this neighborhood. Look at my man in his Dodge Charger flexing on his social media. Timothy went to school, got in a fight, ended up shooting 4 people, 2 staff members, 2 students, leaving a student named Zach in critical condition. Timothy and Zach both black. Forget the backstory on why they was beefing and what happened. Let's talk about the parents, how they failed the community and their kids. Y'all kids live in a nice neighborhood, go to a nice school, drive Dodge Chargers to school, but on social media flexing with pistols. Y'all ain't never set them down and humbled them on their blessings, put them in their place. Either y'all unaware or act unaware of what they doing out here. Regardless, now this bad situation happened. Don't get on TV and the news trying to play victim, saying what he was and what could have happened. No, everybody a victim besides them 2, because y'all failed them. They out here portraying lifestyles that everybody I know trying to escape from. They don't even have to live. Y'all failed them.
True.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Simron Gordon's family failed him.
Yeah.
Right?
Well, we're back to the guy in Rochester.
Yeah, Simron Gordon.
Well, he's 24 years old.
As well as Daniel Prude. Daniel Prude's family failed him.
When you're 24 years old, your family's not responsible for you anymore. You're responsible for yourself.
George Floyd's family failed him. This is not
George Floyd failed
injustice
himself.
or systemic racism. This is a failure of the family unit. It's a 100% failure. This kid's driving a Dodge Charger, and you see him. He's leaned over. He's got a gun.
Mm-hmm.
He thinks he's ghetto. He thinks he's a gangsta.
He lives in the suburbs.
He gets in a fight at school, and you don't understand. He was robbed at school, and this kid's been bullying him. You don't go and shoot 4 people.
Over a peanut butter and jelly sandwich?
Over whatever was stolen from him. I have no idea. So, and apparently the family is well off enough that they bailed him out, $75,000 bail. That's ridiculous. The concept is ridiculous. And yeah, the $75 was not part of a GoFundMe. I think the GoFundMe is extra. Stryker is saying the Texas kid was released the next day. I think he has a GoFundMe now, but I don't think he did when he was released.
No cause and effect anymore. But the old, if you do the crime, you pay the time, doesn't exist anymore.
Simron Gordon's family, and again, we're back to the guy that was shot robbing the Family Dollar on West Main Street. They didn't know where he was or what he was doing. They haven't known what he was doing since he was probably 10 or
He's
14.
24 years old.
When he started to get in trouble. That's when they could have done something, but they didn't. Now they see a payday. Now Free the People Rock is back shouting. We don't want to hear what we want to hear are where's the support for the families of other men and women who have been shot and killed in the city over the past year.
Why do we keep holding our criminals at a higher standard?
I don't understand it
I don't think anybody does.
Something to think about.
He's a criminal.
Something to think about. All right, just Tom's take. What have you got? What's your one thing?
I only got one?
You got one thing.
Oh, damn. I got so many good things. All right.
What do you got? What do you got?
Okay, I got one thing that's awesome, but wait to that for a second.
Okay.
Do you know, and I'm going to pass through a lot of stuff here. Do you know that 98.6 degrees is no longer true?
Okay.
You ever heard that?
Is that because of climate change?
No.
Is that because of
Carl Wunderlich in 1851 used a wooden thermometer to establish the body temperature at 98.6 degrees. Guess what? He was wrong. The actual temperature is 98.24 based on a new study that was done
of body temperature?
Of your body temperature. And
Mine's
think about
lower
it.
than that, actually.
Well, yeah, that's the whole point. Most
Oh.
people, most people are lower. But the point being is the dude did it in 1851 with a wooden thermometer. I think he got pretty close.
Yeah, I think he's good.
I think he's good. Okay.
I say still he gets props. He gets props on that.
Yeah, he gets props. Oh, I got to do. Okay, two more real quick.
Okay.
Austin, can you show the picture? See that?
What is that?
A scientific what's when you're looking for explorers. Thank you.
Okay.
A scientific explorer, the bottom of the ocean, like a mile deep. It's SpongeBob and Patrick. The guy found Bikini Bottom in the bottom of the ocean.
Is that SpongeBob and
Patrick?
Yes.
Think of that. The guy actually found Bikini Bottom. Now there's no Squidward or Mr. Krabs.
Right.
But if you're a little old, but your daughter knows.
She does, yeah.
SpongeBob.
Yeah, she does.
All right.
Okay,
Austin.
SquarePants.
We can break a Guinness Book of World Records. Are you ready for this?
Yes.
It's a new record. It was just established. Some dude in 8 hours, 52 minutes, and 37 seconds went to 51 pubs, right? At 4.2 ounces, drank 17.85 beers. I can do that. How hard is that? You in 8 hours, 52 minutes, and 37 seconds. You have to go to 52 in this case.
Okay.
You would have to go to 52 bars.
Is that a shot per bar, really?
It's like a third of a 12 ounce. So a quarter pint.
So it's like a shot of beer.
Yeah, a quarter pint. If you think of a pint. So if
I don't know.
You go to 52 bars in 8 hours and drink a quarter pint.
Austin, you can do that?
We can for sure do that.
You can do that?
How can we not?
But are there I think the trick is you'd have to find an area where there are 52 bars in like that close.
Yeah, you just
proximity.
go to what's the place in Boston there? Quincy's
whole
Market.
that whole
you go
big
to
area.
Quincy's Market.
Yeah, you can find
there you
52
go.
bars.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, that's
Easy.
lame, right?
Easy.
That is a Guinness Book of World Records.
You can do it, Tom.
How many times did you see some Guinness Book of World Record and you go, yeah, I can't hold my breath for 17 minutes, right? Or I can't run 700,000 miles without stopping.
Right.
And I can't
You're not Forrest Gump.
I can't sit in an igloo when it's 182 degrees below zero for an hour. But I can do this. I think Austin and we can do it. We should try.
You should try.
Oh, and the last thing.
Where do you want to start?
and the last thing.
Yes.
Apparently, Paul McCartney blamed John Lennon for the breakup of the Beatles.
We knew it was Yoko Ono all along.
I mean,
it was Yoko Ono all along.
Is that really a story?
Not really.
I mean, we all knew it, right?
Yes.
All right.
Absolutely.
I got more, but that's all we got.
The woman always gets the blame, no matter what. It was Yoko's fault.
If you look hard enough, science discovered Bikini Bottom. I just can't believe it. It's true. SpongeBob is true.
That is going to do it for
There he is.
Kimberly's Revolution for a Tuesday. We will be here tomorrow, of course, with Chad Hummel and the whole crew here at 4:00. What do we have coming up today? Do we have anyone on the We the People
Marcus
podcast?
is coming up today.
Marcus is coming up. Very good. Okay, so we have that. We will cover a lot of stuff tomorrow. We appreciate all of our sponsors, Fantuzzo's Acupuncture, Taylor Heating and Cooling, Precision Lawn and Garden, and also Express Sealers. We appreciate all of our patriots who watched Kimberly's Revolution today. Give us a like. Go over to Facebook. Subscribe to our Facebook channel. We appreciate our YouTube channel, and also on Apple Podcasts where you can find us as well.
God bless. Be kind to others.
Rejuvenate, restore, refresh, and heal. At Fantuzzo Acupuncture, we seek to help achieve effective health and wellness in an elegant spa-like atmosphere. Fantuzzo Acupuncture specializes in traditional acupuncture, cosmetic anti-aging acupuncture, acupressure, cupping, CBD topical creams, and more. Approach healthcare holistically. Visit FantuzoAcupuncture.com to book online today. FantuzoAcupuncture.com.
From attic to basement, we're here for you. It's quality service in all we do. Call Taylor. 500 help.